Hey y'all, it's Kayla with Homesteady Homeschool Adventure. I am wanting to get more serious about our food prep and everything, especially having just gone through Hurricane Ida and all those things. And so today I'm gonna sort through this cabinet, which is kind of a mess. It's where I have random things like this stored, which I'm going to take out of here. And then I have my canned food and all of that. So, but I have a lot of other things. So I'm going to organize, sort through this. I have my Sharpie marker here, so I'll be able to write expiration dates on top in clearer marking than having to look at the teeny tiny little expiration date. So that's what I'm going to be up to today. I'm going to take you guys along with me little by little and kind of let you see what I have so far, what I'm going to be doing. I do have some canning jars that we had got. I'm going to start canning some of our own things as well. There's some supplies in here I need to get sorted out as well. And I do have more canning jars underneath this shelf in my kitchen where some of my bigger stuff are. So all right, let's get started and we'll see what we come up with. I'm just going to take everything out first and kind of sort through what it is and divide it up by category, and then we'll go from there. Let's get started. The more organized that I get, the more I'm going to be able to be better prepared, not just for when the world gets crazy, as people say, but with the food shortages and everything going on, and also living in Louisiana, we have a lot of winter storms. Not winter storms, I'm sorry, hurricanes. Other people deal with winter storms. We typically deal with hurricanes, although we have dealt in the past with actually some winter storm issues, because we're not used to having winter weather here, and when we get it, it's somewhat crazy. So I'm just gonna sort while I talk. But anyway, it's somewhat crazy because Louisiana is not used to winter weather and that kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna keep sorting and I'll be right back with you. So it's a bit later now, and it's obviously going to get messier before it gets more organized, and I understand that for sure. Part of any project is taking everything out, organizing, and it becomes more messy in the area that you're working, obviously. We have quite a good amount of canned goods. We do have some condiment type stuff. I already knew that. And we do have some pastas and noodles and rice and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to just continue taking inventory of what we have. I'm going to be marking expiration dates now and just kind of putting everything back in. But that way I'm going to have lists and know what we're low on, what we could add a few more cans. And I don't have a ton of money to go out and, splurge and spend $300 to $500 on, stuff to prep our pantry. Just in case of emergencies. And so I'm doing more of a working pantry where I'm just going to figure out exactly how many we have of certain items. And then when I go grocery shopping, just buy one or two extra of everything that I'm buying, so that we're getting more closer to the goal of being self-sufficient and prepared in case of storms and such. But we have a good start so far. All right, back to work. All right, after a lot of work, and Ginny helped me a lot, I have everything in here organized very, very well. So I know what canned foods I have, what condiments I have, all that kind of stuff. And because it's like a living, working pantry, it's not something that, it's like just only for long-term storage. My plan is to just buy a few extra cans of, spaghetti sauce when I go to the store. If I use a can or two of spaghetti sauce, just get, 2 or 3 cans extra when I go to the store, and so on and so forth all the way through. This is what I have right now. These are some pickles that my friend and I had canned from cucumbers. And back here I have like a mix of like little snacks that my husband likes and sunflower seeds and random stuff like that. Here there's oats and different split peas and lima beans and pinto beans, like dry beans. I'll eventually be getting Mylar bags and stuff and like, you know, kind of, or putting them in, you know, my jars, my mason jars. But for now, because it's just a small amount, I have them just here. And I'll probably freeze them when I first buy them like this to make sure that no little critters, because you know, we all know beans and rice tend to have little critters in it that hatch out. So if you put these bags in the freezer when you first get them, that prevents that from happening. And then I'll eventually switch how I store those. I have some like beef sausage and little non-refrigerated cheeses. Here's some bunch of little chicken rice dinners down here. Over here I have like little soups and ramen noodles, and these are grits here. And then this is more noodles that are already broken into, so I just had them here. But here I have a bunch of different assorted seasonings that like you put on your meats, marinades, and dips, and mayonnaise, and all that kind of extra stuff. This is like a shrimp cocktail, French fried onions. Down here though is like the whole canned food section. So I have soups here, fruit in this row. I need to get a lot more canned fruit. I'm down to just a couple cans, but that's probably going to be, which is kind of why I did this. I wanted to know exactly what I have in here so that when I go to the grocery store to go grocery shopping on a normal day, I'll have a good idea of what areas I might want to add a few extra just to be safe in case of emergencies or whatever. And with food shortages that are popping up all over the country right now, I want to be as prepared as possible. So fruits here, I have like an assortment of vegetables, mixed vegetables. These are all peas, and there's 1 can of green beans. I need to get some more. I use those frequently when I make my green bean casserole, so I definitely need more of those. I have a couple cans of corn. Back here, this section besides the vegetables here in the front is kind of like my proteins, so canned meats and things like that. I have a lot of these Vienna sausages. The stack goes all the way down of different types of chicken meat in a can. And then we also have a bunch of tuna on this side right here. I had Spam, but during the last hurricane, and even, you know, after we used that up, so I'm definitely going to replace that. Then it goes into like beans, different assorted beans, kidney beans, refried beans, garbanzo beans, that kind of stuff, and then pork and beans. Now here in this section is all kinds of like pre-made meals. So chili and beans, beef stew, SpaghettiOs, beef ravioli, pasta, 1 can of manwich for those sloppy Joe sandwiches. These are all like, you know, beef stews and SpaghettiOs and chili beans. These are pasta type things here, and spaghetti noodles here. And then I have a bunch of spaghetti sauce, which is great. And 1 bacon Alfredo. We love this one. And then back here is like tomato paste and like diced tomatoes and other things like that. So my tomato-y things that I use for soups or chilies or whatever is all on that side. So that's kind of how it's looking right now. I definitely want to continue stocking up and getting, you know, good supply of stuff. Especially more canned meats and more fruits, and probably some more soups and stuff because we're running low on those. But that way when I go to the store I can just pick up a couple extra things here and there and continue adding to our living prepper pantry. It's just a small start, but like I said, just little by little when I go to the grocery store, picking up an extra thing here and there, it's going to add up quickly. I've been watching a ton of y'all's videos on you know, prepping and canning and all of that. So stay tuned. We'll be starting out the canning process around here too, and canning some more of our stuff. So that's kind of where we're at, and Let me know, what are you stocking up on? What are some things that you and your family think is important to stock up on for the future and any uncertainties that may come up? Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of content, if you like hauls and homeschool videos, trying to become more self-sufficient, homesteady, those sorts of things, and stick around. And don't forget to hit that bell after you subscribe so you don't miss any of the things we're going to be putting out over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try to be posting much more regularly, a video a week at least. This will be 2 videos within this week, I believe, so that's awesome. Doesn't usually happen. All right, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.